Hey Scorpio, this is Perry Mortero's daily reading for June 7th, 2022. This is for Scorpio, your last shuffle. All right, so we have Behind a Mask and we have Dark Thoughts. Scorpio, I think you're analyzing things to the 10th degree, but on the surface, you're just like, hey, you're looking beautiful, looking handsome. But underneath it, you're just like, well, if I do that or if I do that. But the dark thoughts aren't always like what dark thoughts. It's like you're thinking very far ahead into the future, but you may even be thinking about like as far up ahead as thinking that things won't last, things don't last, and I might be single, and very much so, yeah. Oh gosh, and that's what I'm seeing, yeah. You're fantasizing about what it would be like to be alone. So it's almost like this, right? You could be in a committed relationship. And the thing with that is that if you are, because I'm seeing single energy with dark thoughts and fantasy and daydreaming and such, right? If you're in a committed relationship, you are on the surface, you're like loving, you're being logical, right? You're being celebratory. And even after some sort of ending, there's some sort of ending here that I see. You may even to some degree regret the distance, or be very disappointed and sad about just basically the distance, right? But if you're in a committed relationship, let's get back to that. You're imagining what it would be like just in case everything ends, like so that you're not too broken about anything. It's almost like you're allowing yourself to imagine what could be on the dark side. Like what if they left? What if they had a third party? What would I do? You want to allow yourself to go through the motions now. So it's almost like you're imagining going through the motions, thinking about all the different options and how it would be to be on your own. And you're planning right now. This looks like with the planning and action energy, right? Because in your thoughts, you're thinking those things. You're going far, like, okay, well, this is what could happen. This is what could happen. I know, how would I handle it? I need to get a handle on how I would be. The energy with the Empress and the High Priestess is all about you. You're planning to avoid all the pitfalls. So this is almost a good energy. Dark thoughts is usually not, right? But if you are allowing yourself to think about all the different options and then thinking about how, because Nine of Pentacles is basically, before she gets to Empress phase, she's more focused. It looks like this energy is of you going, yeah, well, since I can imagine these things, you're tapping into your like intuitive side and trying to see like, okay, if there's an issue here, this is how we'll handle it. I need to try to figure out how to avoid a tower. I need to figure out how to avoid things falling apart. I don't want to change into the person I'm imagining that I would have to be should this and this happen. So how can I prevent this and this from happening? Fear, the world, and the Two of Swords. Fear that things are going to end and it's out of your control. I think that something has ended in your life already when it comes to, could be relationship, could be anything, but I'm seeing more of a relationship. But I'm seeing that you fear something has ended before, like out of your control with the Two of Swords, just out of your control. You didn't have anything to do with it. Even if it was you that was the one to end things, you were not able to control your not wanting to continue the relationship. Okay. And it may have caused a lot of bickering or gossip, and people maybe it ended up being a lot, like a lot of gossip maybe, or bickering, something like that, right? Let's see, 2, 5, 7, 8. More so than that, it would be more of a over analyzing the situation. And I think the over analyzing aspect of like when it ended before, what happened, why you're afraid it's going to happen again. So you're planning how can I prevent that from happening? How can I continue to keep the light burning inside of me too? because maybe it fizzles out really quickly. Like you could easily just be like, I don't care. Um, and then with the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups, it's like just all the way around. You're just like, I remember what happened before, and I'm just preparing myself just in case, just in case. So behind the mask, you're thinking hard as crap. You're trying to figure out like the planning almost is like, how can I win? How can I always come out on top? How can I keep my home stable even no matter what? And then also with the Ten of Swords, like it's even like, you know what, I'll get them before they get me, almost energy, but not necessarily so. But that's just what I'm seeing here, that you're really going through all of the different scenarios and how you can always rise on top and still be okay. Not bad, right? But the message really is to kind of distance yourself from the darkest aspects of it, and try to be more lighthearted. There's something to that where it's like you don't want to be, because this when you're behind a mask on the forefront you're this way, but underneath you're not. It's not genuine, right? And it's almost like spirit wants you to be genuinely happy, genuinely lighthearted, and stop focusing so much on the past and the future, and try to live in the now. And I mean, that's basically what the planning and action aspect is to intuitively just go through the just, what do you call it? You can't know everything, so you just have to go with the motions, go with the flow of the universe, kind of just go with it and see how things happen, because that's the only way to avoid a pitfall is to live in the moment. And I think that's what they want you to understand here, okay? If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.